Hi, Alex here. I was thinking that I'm gonna try to do a couple, or at least the first puzzle of this year's Advent of Code. So I have not done this in a couple of years. I think 2020 was the last time I attempted a few puzzles. So let's see how this goes. I will be using Python. I have not coded a lot of Python recently either, so it's gonna be fun. Anyway, so here we have today's puzzle, and I've already read it and prepared some stuff, so you don't have to see all my boring setting up and set up a project. But basically, there is some backstory, and basically they have a machine, and this machine needs to be calibrated, but inexperienced elf messed with the numbers, and now they need to basically extract the correct calibration values again. So we can see that the calibration document consists of lines of text. Each line originally contained a specific calibration value that the elves now need to recover. On each line, the calibration value can be found by combining the first and the last digit in that order to form a two-digit number. So, for example, if we have this one, ABC2, then we want to find the 1 and the 2, the first and the last. Same here, the 3 and the 8, which we can see here, and so on. And finally, here we have a version where there's only one number, so it will be 7 from both ends, making it 77. So this is something we need to take into consideration when we build our system. In this and consider the entire calibration document. What is the sum of all the calibration values? So we need to add all these together, which will give us 142. We can manually try doing this to just see that it makes sense, that we haven't misunderstood anything, and that looks correct. So what I've done, I'm doing this on an iPad this year, but I've got an SSH session to my computer. So I've set up, I have a test framework where I've basically set up, or a Advent of Code framework where I've set up a test file. I added the example data here to a seed and added these partial answers in case I will need those. I probably will write a function going through these line by line. And I've got the answers here. I don't know the answer for the second question, so that is 0 for now. I know the answer for the first one will be 142 with example data. And here I've added an oracle. This I will fill with the correct answer when I am done, but I am not done yet. But this is basically so I can refactor code afterwards if I want. And here I've added the description again to make it a little bit easier to see what we are doing. And this is just my basic framework I've used other years as well, so I'm just reusing that. And already now I need to change the input to a tuple of string str. So I have not coded Python in a while, as you can see. And now it's gonna say that it's incompatible because I import the default values from the seed, and I have not added the actual values to the seed yet. So here is just a dummy value, but let's just do that for now. Let's go back here. So we need to change this one as well to a tuple of strings. Answer is still an int. I'm gonna need a function to calculate these partials, so I'm gonna start with that. Basically, def construct number. Maybe calibration number. And oops. The input for this is gonna be a string and the output is gonna be an int. So this will take the first value and the last value. Actually, not value, it should be digit. And the last digit from a string and create a 2-digit number from those two values. I will probably have to look up quite a few things in the documentation since I haven't actively coded Python in a while. But right now I'm just gonna return 0. This is just gonna be a placeholder. Oh, I forgot the return type. It's gonna be an int. I think, yeah, it's gonna be an int. Something function is missing a type. Annotation. Oh, this is actually an argument, not a. So this should be. What do we call this? Calibration value. So let's write a test for this, I think. Yeah, we can also see here, I can run the tests. And one of the tests will fail because the assertion isn't correct, or I have not implemented the code yet. But now I'm actually gonna add some more tests to this. So let's just add something like def test calibration construction. And this isn't gonna return anything. So we actually need to look at the partial answers and the seed. So for let's look at ans, comma actually value comma answer. So this is going to be a tuple in, and I guess we need to zip sample seed 1 with partial answers. This is basically gonna create tuples with paired values, and for all those I basically just want to run the construct calibration number with value, and I want to assert that is same as the answer, and I need to import construct calibration value. Could maybe make this an underscore since it's an internal thing, but whatever for now. Construct I've spelled something wrong, I guess. Oh, number. Okay, got something here. Need type. Notation for answer. I guess this should maybe fix itself if I do something like this. Yes. Okay, so this should fail pretty heavily. Two failures, and the first one I know of. Let's just full screen this. And yes, now we expect 12, but we get 0. So now let's start implementing. I'm thinking this should be some kind of generator. So digit 1 equals, maybe we should do something like this. Nah, it's no need. Digit 1 equals next. Maybe something like this. We want an int of next character in calibration value. Okay, so let me just try this. I don't remember if we can do something like that. Okay. For sure in ABC, I think this should be fine, right? Print chart. Yep, that should work. And int 1. So we also need to check if it is a digit. So basically go through all, and if let's see. Okay. Is this gonna work? I'm not sure. Whatever. If char equal, no, actually, yeah, I need to look this up in documentation. Python check if string is numeric. Sounds familiar. Is that a built-in? I prefer the official documentation. Digit. Okay, let's try this then. Yeah, that should be fine. So if car is digit, so basically if we run this now and return this, then we should just get the first digit, which in the first case is 1. And if that works, we can just run the same thing but in reverse. Let's run it, pytest. Something here, syntax error. Okay, let's just ignore this for now. Let's just run this in an interpreter. char in 1 C2. Let's do this like a list comprehension for now. Actually, yeah, no, never mind. Let's just see here what happens if I do this. Okay. Do I need to make it a list? I think I can do something like this. If that's the case. Or something like that. Could probably do that with a generator, whatever for now. Let's just see if this works. Okay, it's been some time. I must check out how comprehensions look. Oh, yeah. Now I remember the syntax. That's why I couldn't make sense of this exactly. I was missing the extra 4. So now this makes a lot more sense to me. Question is if I really need to cast it then. Maybe that was unnecessary. Actually, I'm gonna go back into my interpreter and see for char in. Yeah, I don't need to to create a list of it. That's handled for me. So if is digit and the next is gonna get just the first one. Oh yeah. Char is digit. Okay, that's gonna get all of them. No, never mind. Just, but I got an idea of another way of solving it right now. So next, and actually we can remove that, and we do that. There we get 1, and then we can have reversed. Yeah, we could. Probably not the most. Job it is not. Oh, of course I'm gonna do the reversed on the string. Yep, that seems to do it. Digit 1, digit 2, same just in reverse. Reversed calibration value. Yeah, I could split this out into an internal function, but it's just a one-liner. So I could do something like this. Not the nicest maybe, but this should work. Right now I'm just going for the solve, not trying to do it the best way necessarily. And if I run this with my test, second one still fails, but first one succeeds. Okay. Let's just, while I'm working on this, do like this to make it a little bit easier. Okay, yeah, maybe that was unnecessary because I'm gonna go for a solve now. So the solve is just gonna be basically sum, and we're gonna just sum all the calibration numbers. So we're just gonna do some value for value in puzzle input. That should do it, right? Unmatched. Yeah, that one is unnecessary. Okay. Let's run it. Yeah, succeeded. So now let's fetch the real data from the advent of code. So get your puzzle input put here. I'm gonna do some massaging for this. So did I not have the seed up? Nope. Oh, I had it in a buffer. Seed. Let's just do. Oh yeah, I'm on my iPad. I can't paste like that. Now everything looks incredibly weird. What did I do? Okay, now nothing is working. There are some. Either it's because. Oh. Okay, this is not responding now. Sometimes working on iPad is not ideal. I'm just gonna try opening a new SSH session. Okay, that works. Why is everything so big? Okay, I think I broke my Vim, not actually the SSH session. I guess I don't have anything. Oof. everything. I'm just gonna do this for now. I'm killing the process just. I think that's process ID. Maybe it's not even responding. Maybe I have to do a needle kill. Or whatever. It's gonna do what it's gonna do. Okay, maybe it did work. Maybe it was just that the big paste made my 6FD blah blah blah. Nope. Did not quite work. This is behaving, you guys can't see it, but it's behaving really bad. I'm just gonna do syntax off. Hopefully it's gonna be a bit faster then. So pasting from the iPad into Vim is not a pleasant experience. Allow paste. This is something I should have prepared before. I should probably have some part of my setup to automatically do this. Okay, I think I recorded a macro before for this. Let's just see if that works. No, oh yeah, I restarted my Vim. Let's just add a new macro. Let's call it Q, and we want to surround this. So use surround word with quotes, and we want to append comma, go to the next row first, and that is my macro, and that's Q. Okay, that works, so that's like 1,000 of them, -3, let's just do 1,000 and then I'll fix it up, whatever. So 1,000 at Q. What is it doing? Kinda worked. Until line 81. I'm not sure. Let's just. Nope. At Q. At Q. Yep. Let's just do 100 at a time then. At Q. Nope. Does not like this. Okay, so it only wants to do like 80 at a time. So let's try that then. Q. Nope. Whatever. 70? Okay, this is getting ridiculous. 50 at Q. Is it just gonna happen all the time? No. And of course I can't just repeat it with a dot. Okay, 50 seems to be working. 60 at Q. 70 to Q. 70 to Q. 70 to Q. This is ridiculous. Maybe I need to cut the video here. 70 to Q. Maybe I should use the written code for this instead. Too late to bail now, right? Okay, there we have it. I'm not even gonna try formatting this. Okay, run it. Okay, and now we see it fails here with this value, which is probably the answer. And that's correct. So now I put this into my Oracle. Oh yeah, that window doesn't work. Oh, I messed this up. Maybe I regret doing this on the iPad. Felt like it was a good idea. I must open the test file again. No, I'm just gonna use buffers. I want the syntax again. I was expecting this to go a little bit smoother. Okay, part 2. Okay, your calculation isn't quite right. It looks like some of the digits are actually spelled out with letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 also count as valid digits. Equipped with this new information, now you need to find the real first and last digit on each line. For example, Yep, and it's still talking about digits, so we can ignore, for instance, 16 on 16 and just have 6. I think I'm just gonna replace everything in the input values and redo it that way. So I guess we need to have in this version a different test for part 2. Let's just let's go in here. I wonder if there is like a built-in table of all numbers in Python. Otherwise, I'll just have to do that manually. Just gonna clean this up a little bit. there are other ways of solving this, but considering that we already have some simple code, I think we should do it like this. Let's just see if there is a built-in Python digit 2 named string. I'm not sure how to even. Spell out numbers. Yeah, I'm not gonna do this. It's gonna be easier to just write a list for this. So let's create a lookup table then. I'm just gonna add it on the top here. Placements. I'm just gonna do this like a list of tuples. Let's hope my spelling is good here. Wonder if zeros in it. Maybe we should include it just to be sure. Oops. Not used to the keyboard. Okay, so basically I'm thinking we should just go through each string and do a replacement. So let's create a function for that. Def replace nums. It's just gonna take a value of string and return another string, and it's gonna do basically for place for num, I guess spelled jet and digit in placements. Let's do something like go through all those and do value dot. Is that in line? Let's try this in an interpreter. Let's say value equals 1 ABC value dot replace 1. Is this even gonna work? Must be a string. Oh yeah, I need to fix that everywhere. That's how does value look? because I need to reassign it. I could do this like a reducer, I guess. Whatever, let's just keep it like this. It's gonna... Let's just keep it simple. Spelled dead yet with num chat. So I should write up the tests for this, but this is quite simple, so I might just like do it. Let's just copy this. Place nums. I guess this should be fine. Do I have black installed here? Nope. Maybe here. Oops. Spelling. Actually, very nice errors nowadays in Python. Replace. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh. Let's just cast this to a string here. Let's see where this gets us. I mean, I would not be surprised if there's some bug in my code. Not the right answer. Your answer is low if you're stuck. Full input data. I think I am. Because they are not changing it right. Nope. Okay, I guess I need to write the test down and see where it fails. Sample seed 2. I did that a couple of too many times, but that is fine. And I also messed this up here. guess I should not really use this here since I'm not really. Let's see here. Assert. Actually, we know that we have one that's wrong now, so let's add that. Assert part 2 is they said low, right? So make sure it's more than 5, 4, 7, 5, 1. Oh, yes, so I don't have to change the code. I just add this here, even though it's wrong. So insert part 2 sample seed 2 is equal to, what did I say? 2, 8, 1. Should I probably do the like partial thing? Oh. Let's just do this first. 2 failures. Okay, 2, 11. I'm gonna add a breakpoint to debug this. I think I probably spelled something wrong somewhere, maybe. So let's just add a breakpoint. I guess it would make sense to do it before I return the replacement number. Breakpoint. PyTest BBB. This would be easier if I added a new variable for this. Let's add it. New value equals value, and let's just work with, or do like this instead. Initial value and then value equals initial value. Locals 531. Yeah, looks good. Let's continue. Let's just read if there is any values left. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. This too. Am I missing something? Oh, this is the real data. This is gonna go on forever. Let's disable that test for now. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. A. Is this because overlapping? Oh, I did not think about this. Okay. This complicates things. Basically, maybe I want to keep the edges and just replace the middle. But question is if I can do this easily. Do I need to write a regex for this? I want official documentation. Why? So basically, I want to replace. Maybe I just do this with the regex replace. Actually, I just came up with a way easier way of doing this. I can just do my replacement. I had the first and the last letter when I do the replace. That is so much easier and should be more performant. I basically can just replace nums do. Here I can take the first letter of the spelled digit. So let's just do this like an F string instead. So spelled digit last character, and then let's just do the first character. Now this is not gonna maybe result in most pretty strings, but this should probably work right. Nothing looks super strange. Let's just do this. Let's deactivate the point. That succeeds. So let's activate the full test again. I'm not even sure about this part, but let's see. Okay, new number, and it is higher, so where did my browser go? Did I close that? Okay, let's try it. Submit. Oof. We made it. We are done. Let's add this then. That does not work because I am on my iPad. Okay. Oh, I should have committed this on the way. I remember now. Did I set? Okay, git commit frame. Sure. Let's add all the new stuff. Including some stuff that I should have committed before separately, but whatever. Why is something changed in here? Just some formatting. Okay, git push. Implemented day 1, part 1 and 2. Yeah, so that was it. Thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed it, even though I was mostly rambling and messing up. Bye.